Alright, good morning everyone. So, before I go out and get to doing my early morning feeding on my chickens, I just want to show the bugs in the leaderboards. Okay? So, um, I received no points uh, for the things that I've done in matches. So, I just want to show that. Um, I've only received points for anything that I have manually upgraded. So, for increasing the level of a rank 1 pilot, mean every time your skill goes up a level, you're supposed to collect 6 points. Okay? So, this is supposed to be increasing the level. Again, you're supposed to get 11, but it doesn't say that. It's for upgrading a pilot to rank 2, 11 points. Okay? Which I went and done, but it gave me the correct points. It's supposed to be here for upgrading a pilot to rank 2. You're supposed to get 100 points. Okay? So I upgraded 2 pilots, 2 or 3 pilots to rank 2, and I received 100 points for that. That worked. But I've been increasing the levels of my ranked pilots. I don't have any rank 5, 6, or 7, but I have pilots up to rank 4 that have increased in level in the battles, and I have received none of these points. Okay? So I don't know if it works. I don't have no gold because I just, like I said, increased the rank of 3 of my pilots to rank 2. But I just wanted to show that so you guys see what happens, and these are how many points you can get every time you upgrade the rank of the pilot. Okay? But every time the pilot levels, you're supposed to collect these points. And I have not been receiving any of those points. And like I said, the other bug here is upgrading the rank. And then it's upgrading the rank. They have it here twice. Okay? Be sure they're not giving you 11 points for upgrading the rank. It's supposed to be 100. So I just wanted to show that. Thanks for showing up, Pauls. Good morning to you, buddy. Top of the morning to you, my Irish buddies. So I just want to show that it is bugged. And of course, I will show my score. And I told you I've upgraded, but I've played matches where my pilots have leveled up. Now, you don't see any odd number scores in there, just so you know. I have not manually upgraded any of my pilots because I don't have the gold to upgrade the level. But my pilots have leveled up, and I have not received any odd points for that. So I had some low brand new pilots that I just put in on some brand new setups. So I upgraded them to rank 2, and I have received the 300 points for that. So don't forget. Here's one of them. Okay, let me go in and look at my Seraph. Oh man, the lags. See, it's finally getting to it. Yeah, the lags is horrible, man. That's why I'm not streaming any gameplay. Okay, so I upgraded Jill Summers to rank 2. So she is now a corporal. But as you can see, Jill Summers is now level 13. I've received none of those points for the 3 levels of upgrading the level, not the rank, upgrading the level. I have not received any of those points. Okay, unless, let me see something. Go to boost. How much would it cost? 47. Alright, so we're going to spend the gold this time just to test this out. And of course you see the lags. Alright, now I've upgraded her level. Now I receive the level points. Okay, so as you can see, this is just another wallet event because, mind you, they ran to upgrade everything yesterday for pilots. So as soon as the pilot upgrades, we're done. then they ran the pilot upgrade leaderboards. Okay, so it's no longer cheap to upgrade the level now. I spent my little bit of funky behind gold just to see if I would get some odd number points like these guys, and sure enough, I got 11 points for spending gold, not for actually leveling the pilot, because you see that the pilot has gotten 3 levels on it since I've gotten my 100 points for upgrading it to rank number 2. So if this is increasing the level of a rank 2 pilot 1 level, I received the 11 points. But like I said, this is bugged because it doesn't read like the rest of them, which it should, but it reads like these points down here. So I just wanted to point that out to you guys, and that you're not receiving the points for the pilot. You grinding that pilot's level up. It's only for you paying for that pilot. So this is just another cash grab by Pixonic, and I want to make you all aware of that, because you saw me get my 11 points after I paid to have it level. Because you know your pilot's level when you come out of those matches. So I've not had that happen, because that is not the only one. Let me go back into here. Okay, my Manny, I upgraded him. I got 100 points for paying gold to upgrade him, but as you can see, he is level 11. So when he leveled here, I was supposed to get 11 points. I had him in a match, but no, I did not get that. I did not get those 11 points for him gaining a level. You know, I gotta pay 50 gold to get 11 points. Now it's not even on the reduce factor anymore, because like I said, the pilot event turned off 5 minutes after this event turned on, when usually they've been having the points events and the other events coinciding with one another. Now there was one more pilot that I upgraded. I wanted to see, yeah, my Dionarium. Once you see, I upgraded her, and now when she went to level 11, of course you saw there were no points. Okay, and that is not the only pilot that leveled during that. Let me see. Yeah, River Chase upgraded 1 level. She was level 14. Got no points for that. Kyle Rogers also upgraded 1 level. Because I had to pay attention to it, because something said, let me check my points, because I just took this hanger out of a match and all 3 of these pilots had went up a level. My Dionarium, River Chase, and Kyle Rogers all gained a level in that 1 match. So I'm like, oh man, my points should be good. You know what I mean? Went in there, I was still at a flat 300. It's because I did not pay to have their level go up. They leveled up naturally in a match, and they're not gonna give you any points for that. Now I don't know if that's a bug or what, because the description just said you increasing the level. For increasing the level of a pilot, it doesn't say how to increase it. So instead, they should just say, they should fix this typo for number 1, so these 2 things don't get confused, because one is 100 points and one is 11 points. So they need to fix that. This is what happened when you rush through events, because you're so concerned with putting in some new broken behind content, instead of doing the important things on a server that is actually working, things that are in play or in progress. Instead, they spend all their time and effort on introducing new things every month, every other month, and none of these things are perfected by the time they get put in. Some of these things are a total bad idea, like this brand new executioner module. So I'm letting you all know, if there's only one way I'm gonna stay once they put this module in, is that I mean, is that it's a one use only, because you got pilot skills that are one use only, and that makes the pilot useless totally after that. Matter of fact, let me go look at it. Uh, he doesn't permanently increase the defenses or anything like that. What's his name? Duncan or whatever. Let's go look at him. Okay. See, this is not a one use thing. Every time he activates his ability, he gets 100 defense points. Now let's go to change. Let's go look at a Duncan. Boom. After losing 20% of his durability over 3 seconds, he gets 900 defense points, right? Now say they lower that number, okay? And then that should happen every time he loses 3% or 5% of his durability. Well, it's 20% over 3 seconds. Um, say 20% over 5 seconds or whatever, something like that. Whatever it is, say you lower it to about a value of 300. But still, they don't. So the value is 1 time per battle. That's it. That's all I want to say. This is 1 time per battle, 1 time use. And the same thing goes for certain modules. Alright. Let's go here. Battleborn. In detail. This is a 1 time use. It does not reset nothing. The moment the robot is attacked, a 1 time defense. This is the way the executioner module should be put in. Shoot, you got stealth units. That's why people have to run multiples of them, because it does not have a cooldown. It is a 1 time use. If it loses 10% of its durability over 3 seconds, the module activates temporary stealth. Okay? Once per battle. Alright? Now, to really kind of balance these things out, this thing should have a high cooldown. It should have a higher threshold before setting off, besides 10%. And it should be multiple use with a higher cooldown instead of 1 time use. And that is the only way I will stay in the game, even though I've been playing this game since 2016. I've been playing this game since its 2nd year out. Okay? And if they put in this executioner module, I'm done. Unless it comes in as a 1 time use deal. So I just wanted to show you guys them bugs for that. And just laying down my ultimatum for quitting. If they I would prefer that they wouldn't put an executioner module in at all, the same way I was adverse to the bendies. Okay? And if you want to see a further imbalance, look at weapons that are direct fire charge weapons such as shock train. You have to lock on for a direct fire weapon. But a weapon that actually hones in on something means it has to have tracking. Does not have to lock in to track. You just shoot it in the air and it just tracks whatever. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So here's the direction I would like to see the game go. I would like to see a buff on all homing missiles. All homing bullet guns need to track. Need to have lock on. And I would like to see weapons such as the shock train. Let me see if I can find it. It is a direct fire weapon. I believe you can still build them, but you notice you don't see nobody using them because the reload is high as hell on it. 8 seconds when you can use a ballista does better than shock train right now. You have to use a lock on timer for a direct fire weapon with only 500 meters range with a reload time of 8 seconds. So they need to get rid of the lock on. Okay, even though it's chain damage, but the Titan one is even underused right now. The Titan shock train is underused right now. It doesn't have to have a target lock on. They need to get rid of the target lock on. Shock trains that fell out of use, you don't really even see them no more. because of this. The high reload for one shot and the short range, and you have to wait for a target lock. And you have weapons that can dish out that amount of damage without tracking in a short period of time. Um, but they have 100% tracking, but they don't have to do a lock on. They have 0 second reload. Well, they have ongoing reload, even though their reloads are high. So that's what I'm talking about with the bendies and stuff. Dude, instead of them looking to put in something as idiotic as an executioner module, they need to look at fixing the content that we already have. And therefore, the bugs in this current event would not be going on if they were to pay attention to the content we already have. Now, I do agree with the fact that the Calamity, Spark, and Scourge should take lock on time because they are a taser weapon, but their weapons should take lock on because they do auto track, they do swivel, and a weapon that does a full tracking like a bendy weapon doesn't even have to lock on. That's ridiculous. I was against them even coming in the game at all. I don't believe they should be in the game, but hey, they're here and they're here to stay. They need to be made into tracking weapons. So they have to have target lock on that takes time to capture the target. Because another advantage of them not having to lock on is also this. They get extra offensive pilot skills because they don't have to train the tracking skill. So this is something that you got to look at that creates a major imbalance in the game because of the things that Pixonic do with this stuff. And also something that you very rarely ever see in use are the tracking or homing missiles. The homing missiles need a buff. You'll never see these except for starting. So things like the Spiral, the Chimera, all that stuff, they take target lock on time. And I have no problem with that because they home in. They follow a target. And those bullets do the same thing, and they should have them because they're way stronger than this, and they don't even have them. I'd like to see the reload times reduced on all homing missiles. Either that, if you're going to keep the load times high, which means they can't fire as much, then you need to exponentially increase the damage on them. Make homing missiles a whole lot stronger because they're hitting big shields now. There's one thing that homing missiles don't do. They hit everything. They hit buildings because they don't 100% track. Even here on the Spiral, there are 3 missiles. All 3 missiles will not hit their target 9 times out of 10. So I'd like to see the reload times reduce, damage increase, and I'd like to see tracking bullets have to have target lock on. So I thank everybody that stopped by for coming out. Once again, I'm going to reiterate the bugs before I go. The bugs are for the boosting ranks event. Okay, I am at 310 points, but I've only got the 11 points from paying for levels on rank 2 pilot. So that's where the 11 points came from, even though I should have been collecting points for these here points in here for increasing the level of my pilots manually, meaning playing them and gaining EXP. I have not received any of those points. You will only receive the points for paying. So Wallet Warriors, you know this event is for you. And also right here, do not be confused when you're upgrading the rank. Okay, not the level. When you're upgrading the rank, this is supposed to be for the level, and this is supposed to be for the rank. The rank is 100, even though it is misspelled there. So I just wanted to do that short bit right there before I go out and do my morning feeding for my animals and everything. Thank you all for coming out, paying attention. Please leave a like. Um, if you guys have anything to discuss about the issues that I brought up, even though it was mainly about bugs when I tended to bring it up, but I went off the reservation a little bit, speaking about game balance. If you have anything to say about those sort of things, man, um, please leave it in the comments below. When you check out the stream, please leave a like. And I don't need everybody to subscribe, but I appreciate you leaving a like to support my channel. Everybody take care of yourself. Love, peace, and happiness. I hope everybody has a blessed morning or a good day. And I appreciate y'all for coming out, showing your support. Please leave a like if you can. And I believe my brother Pogs that shows up does have a channel, so please go and check out his content. We're a small group of streamers, and put out little videos here and there for the enjoyment of the people. We hope you all subscribe and like. Love, peace, and happiness.